Okay, welcome everyone to a new series that I want to be doing again. We're going for season 3 of Demise's channel now. We're going into the third Greaterplayer run because we've had a couple of series now. Oh god, the mic. Yeah, the fan is loud, but I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is season 3 of the Greaterplayer run. I suppose, I don't know. We've already done one on the channel, just completely, by chance, and then we did another one, which was the beginner Greaterplayer run. Today, I want to be doing an unveiling of the next Greaterplayer run because honestly, there's nothing else for me to do. We've already done the random stuff I wanted to get out of the way before we start the Greaterplayer run. This time, I want to be doing an all-random Greaterplayer run. This is the account. This is a new account called High Rolls Only because we only want to be rolling that high roll. Not against. Oh, this was a bad name. We're gonna get high rolled every single time we fight, aren't we? But yeah. So all random, all demise, which was the account I was playing on for the last couple of games. That was kind of similar, except that I didn't care that whether or not I repeated a combo whenever I used all random, all demise. I literally hit exclamation mark right there, random character. Not a viable character, mind you, random character. So it could be just whatever. There's no viability. So if you didn't know, if you look down where my blue thing is, there's actually viable character and random character. Viable character is like a preset. You can only pick between. You know how when you go to Hillock, for example, it'll only pick you between the. I'm pretty sure it picks you between these white versions, or for each of the fighter, monk, whatever, anything that has Hillock as one of the listed viable classes will be included in that pool. Random characters, literally any of them, so I'll just play all of them at once with no regard for difficulty, no regard for anything. I'm just going to keep playing until I eventually hit Greaterplayer on. Now, until I eventually hit Greaterplayer. Now, I'm hoping, of course, that this run doesn't collapse on its face, but I am not exactly sure. So I will probably be doing a channel update tomorrow to discuss the rest of it. But this will be a pretty interesting one. It's going to be very similar to Roulette Crawl, except it's going to be a lot of games. I will try very hard not to repeat any combos until later on in the run. So the first at least half will be really unique, and then as we kind of get towards, I think, the 14th, 15th game, we might have to be repeating a little bit, depending on how things go, or I might have to do some other way of randomizing my run. So yeah, there we go. That's the basic premise. Obviously, yes, I got a new mic. I will do a channel update eventually to probably just recap everything that's happened since I got the new mic and all that crap, so that people who are new to the channel can kind of say, oh crap, Demise came back and he's got a new mic. What's happening now? So yeah, there you go. Let's start with a random run. Alright, Gargoyle Air Elementalist. So this is what I mean by just, it's whatever. Really, I have no influence on this. I'm just going to hit yes and instantly start the game. So, Gargoyle Air Elementalist. Gargoyle surprisingly not horrible at air magic because they are kind of characters that have how do I say this? They are basically humans with one gimmick. Everything is very flat and really not very balanced. So as you can see, nothing in the Gargoyle aptitudes except for transmutations and air magic, stealth, and earth magic are really above plus or -2. I guess dodging as well. Everything else is either plus -1 or 0. So it's very, very across the board flat. This is one of the only times where we actually have a issue with gargoyles and their their aptitudes, because we have the -2 to air magic. Having said that, I think -2 is not horrible. It's definitely workable, so we'll probably go and train with a focus on conjurations. Air magic, of course, the air book does not have lightning spire, which would make the book a lot better. It has lightning bolt instead, which is a conjuration spell. The only pure air spell in this book is Airstrike, which is not incredibly amazing in the first place. It's not a huge deal. Now, this is kind of interesting because Gargoyle on this channel has not been done as a mage yet. I'm going to pick this shield up. I'm not going to wield it though, it's no reason to. I've actually never done a Gargoyle mage, I believe, on this channel. I've only done them as melees, so this should be pretty cool. See if it works. Now, I don't know what the policy should be. If you guys want to just let me know what you think. I don't know what the policy should be on rerolls and stuff. In terms of like, oh, if I die on a character, should I reroll a new random character, or should I play that character again until I win? I think it might be somewhere in the middle where I do like half and half. If it's a really annoying combo, I might choose to, skip it. Or if it's something that we've already done 100 times before, I'll skip it or something like that. So I'm not really sure. If you guys want to just give me some input on that, I'll be happy to listen. Alright, so there's a ring here. Now normally I would just instant wear it, but because we're on a pretty weak character, I kind of have my doubts about it. I mean, no, it's not really that weak. We have a Gargoyle. It's a damn strong combo. Even if it is just kind of meh because of the Air Elementalist. But, it's fine. It's whatever. I think what we'll do is we will hold on to all our jewelry until we get at least one remove curse ID'd, and then we'll try it all on at once. Alright, that's a null. That's very unfortunate for us. Let's run away from that guy. So, D1 null, not that great. Oh, also, this guy is RLX immediately, so it means that I could potentially consider doing some ball lightning shenanigans. We'll be using a lot of tools that are different in this run than the Greaterplayer run. I'm going to be doing some more wacky shit, just because, like I said, this is my run now. This is not the beginner's Greaterplayer run. So there's no real reason for me to worry about doing anything, weird. I don't need to worry about... Oh. That was weird. Sorry. What was I doing? God damn it. I'm losing my train of thought, guys. And there's a fucking null here, so that's great. Shit. Alright, this is really bad. We need to ideally get him in a double zap position at some point. He really doesn't want to be double zapped. Okay, that was really painful. That was 7 damage. Alright, we're in pretty rough shape right now. Maybe we can chance a double zap there. Nope. Oh god, that was really bad. We could have taken 2 free hits there because I wasn't paying attention to the map. Alright, we're gonna have to run away from this guy until he either gets random energied away from us or we get full health again. It's a D1 null, and with a spear too, so it's a very high roll to begin with. We've just been pretty unlucky to get this start. So we need to be aware that if we ever get into melee with this guy, he's going to get 2 attacks on us before we get to run away. Which is really not ideal. Okay, let's walk away. Oh, see, I screwed up there. Yep, and then we have to redo this again. Fuck. Alright, I'm not going to stop pillar dancing until I regen to full health and mana. So I'm about to regen here. I messed up an input again. Oh my god. Alright, let's just double zap this guy and hope he dies. If he doesn't die, thank god, we got him. Alright. That was excellent. That was perfect. Well done. Us. We fucked up like 12 times, but it's okay. There's no reason to stress. We did it. We're strong. And while we're at it, we'll pick up swiftness as well, because I think I'm going to be needing that. And also static discharge. So static discharge, it's not that great, but basically what it does is it hits everything in melee with you. It's similar to chain lightning, except it's only really in fuck. Okay. That was a really okay. The RNG is not kind to us today, apparently. Very judgmental today. All right. That was Robin there. She was throwing stupid goblins at me. I couldn't deal with it. This is a pretty cool setup here. Let's shoot like this, I guess. Sure. So if you don't know how zap works, it can be double zapped, so you can kind of land it on an enemy multiple times if you hit in certain directions. It bounces off walls. It's hard to explain. It's a weird mechanic, but you can see there wherever I have a super orangey, where the marker goes yellow, like deep yellow, it means it's a double zap, which means I hit twice. I can also hit myself with a shock, but I'm not going to, obviously. Pick up a sling because slings are really strong early game, and they do a lot of damage for 0 skill. Obviously, not very indicative there. Don't take that as, Okay, that's just unfortunate. Okay. Alright, so the issue that I have there with that whole setup that we just saw, the Orc Priest, is that Orc Priests do an assload of damage, and the only weakness of a Gargoyle is that they have low HP. So unfortunately, because it ignores AC completely, we're screwed if we get anywhere near that Orc Priest without some way of instantly killing him. Orc Priests are definitely one of the early game killers for Gargoyles, even melee ones, and this one is a mage, so we're in even more trouble. Obviously, we make up for that by having access to a billion random resists and 20 free AC by the end of the game, but, you know, at this stage in the game, we don't have any AC. We only have 3 from our, what do you call it? From our mutations. Like, look at that mutation set. RLEC, RN, AC +3, immune to poison, no breathing, no petrification, no rotting, and resistant to torment. It's just like such a weirdly effective mutations set that just makes you, you know, ridiculously invulnerable to a whole bunch of stuff for no reason. And on top of that, I can wear all the stuff that Draconians can't wear. It's just really... Oh, what the hell is that? Okay, we only see 1, 2 downstairs. What the hell's going on here? Alright, what? Okay, this is... we must be getting trolled here, because there's only 1 downstairs that we can see. That's really weird. And it's right next to a whole bunch of pricks. Let's just read some of our scrolls. Okay, that was the remove curse. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed now. We're gonna drink a potion here. No, that was berserk. We didn't want that. Damn it. We wanted to drink that downstairs. Alright, invisibility is good. Because what we'll do here is we're invisible, so the Orc Priest is not as likely to just start shooting us, hopefully. We need to kill the Orc Priest. If we don't kill the Orc Priest, we're screwed. There we go. Beautiful. So I was drinking the potions there to get some effect that would save us. Possibly something like maybe agility, haste, you know, might would have been okay. Lignification would have been fine if I'd gone downstairs and drunk it. You know, something like that that would help us survive against that ridiculous Orc Priest who was sitting right next to us. Also, keep in mind that... oh, there's actually a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about today. The level spawn apparently is just straight up broken, apparently. I've heard reports of just completely weird results, like almost no enemies on a floor being generated. It's kind of odd. If you don't know what I'm talking about, out of depth spawns have been either changed or completely... I think they've been removed straight up. So you no longer have minions, enemies spawning on a floor as you go through. Also, see, that's what I'm worried about, having just half my health ripped away from me. That's terrifying. Okay, let's go down this staircase then. So now we have access. We have a lot. We have more enemies, I believe, on the floor that spawn in, but we have less. We don't have any that spawn as you explore the floor. So basically, you don't have out of depth spawns. You don't have random spawns that just, you know, show up for some reason. All that stuff is gone. It's just replaced with a flat spawn at the beginning of the floor. In addition, not everything is going to be asleep now, I believe. I think they have a 1 in 8 chance of being awake at any point in time when you start the floor. So there's no such thing as, I'm really stealthy, I'm going to walk through this whole floor and stab a bunch of stuff. Ah, Ring of Wizardry, great, perfect. So this Ring of Wizardry is going to help us get access to stuff like Airstrike and eventually Lightning Bolt. I think it's good for us to probably train some fighting right now because of the Wizardry. Wizardry means that our spell failure is going to be really low for the majority of... well, until we take it off, pretty much, which is very unlikely to happen now. Oh god, that's a Orc Priest. Okay, thank god, we just killed him really quick. I want the fighting because I need a bit more health. And I want the... and also I don't have to train for spell failure on all my spells now, as much at least, because I have Wizardry. So, yeah, a little bit of opportunity cost there that I'm kind of eking a little bit more value out of my item. This is like... oh. This is an example of me just using the RNG to the... a little bit more subtly than I guess normal players would... sorry, well, new players would really expect. That's an Ogre. Ideally we don't fight him just yet. What we'll do is we'll actually airstrike a couple of times. Okay, that didn't work at all. So what I want to do is I want to airstrike behind this ogre, behind the quokka. That way I can kind of deal damage to him without him ever being able to be in melee with me. I'm pretty sure he can't swap with that enemy. Whereas I can just keep airstriking from behind. Airstrike is kind of low damage, but it never misses, and it's also smite targeted. So I pretty much get this for free. It's a pretty scumbaggy way to play, but hey, look at that. I killed an ogre without even being able to touch me over about 400 turns. That's pretty nice. Not 400, but you know, close. There's this little like room here means that there's a god altar up there. I don't know which god it is, so I'm not really too fussed to check right now. And we're almost getting to temple, hopefully, which spawns between D7 and 4 and 7. Anyway, returning to the whole talk about spawns, what that means now is that we can do a little bit more scummy stuff, like walk around and explore floor over and over again until everything's gone. I did that in the last video, actually, where I did it in Zot 5. I just kind of walked around and went, you know what, everything can be cleared. And then by the time I was done with the orb chamber, everything was just completely gone. Okay, I got teleported a little bit. That's okay. Make sure to double zap any enemies that I fight. Corners and corridors tend to be your friend. This fire thing means that that's for Humid. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm willing to take it. Walking through these clouds of flames will pretty much kill me in one hit. Like that. Like that. I didn't know flame clouds could fucking work on motherfucker. Okay. Oh my god. I didn't know flame clouds could spawn on Vehumid's thing. I should have just blinked out. I also had -1 HP, so fuck me, I guess. Alright. Well, this is what I mean by I don't know what I want to do for all random stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the right choice is to do this. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, look. For this video, I'm just going to go and repeat Gargoyle Air Elementalist because that one's kind of interesting. But let me know if you prefer if I keep with the... if I keep that same combo if I like reroll. Alright, so there's a guy there. I'm just going to keep closing the door until he fucks off. Unfortunately, he didn't. I just needed to get around him because I needed to... I couldn't fight him with my bare fists that easily. That sucks. Like, that was really unfortunate. I had the blinking scroll. I just didn't realize that... I actually thought that the fire wouldn't spawn on the Vehumid tile, on the altar tile, so... I just stood there and I was like, okay, I'll rest up, kill that snake, and then I'll either blink out or walk out. I'll analyze the pattern, and it didn't happen. And then it just so happened that the tile that I walked on after that, after I realized that I was in fire, was also on fire on the same turn, so I got fucked there. I should have just blinked, but it's really not something that you would worry about, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to waste that resource at that time. It seems a bit overly cautious, but anyway, whatever. Got a Scarf of Repulsion. Scarves 0 AC compared to cloaks, which give a guaranteed 1. Scarves also can't be enchanted, which means that they give you less AC, but this one gives you repel missiles permanently. It's pretty nice. I am going to go through the process of, you know, explaining some of the more recent mechanics because, like I said, it's Season 3, so I'm going to assume that some people could just pick it up from this point rather than the old Greaterplayer run, which is, to be fair, kind of more suited towards completely new players rather than just everyone. Can I not get over there? Okay, that's fine. Later on I can when I can fly, but there's no point. It's just some boots. It would have been nice to get a free AC point. Yeah, so the boots... Sorry, the Air Elementalist is... What was it? Damn it, what was I talking about? No, the scarves. Scarves, that's what I was talking about. So with scarves, you have... I think repulsion is one of them, so repel missiles. You have... Oh, what's that? Dagger flame. I'll take it. You have temperature, I believe, which gives you just the same as a robe of resistance. You also have cloud immunity, which is really shit. It's basically the Quaslol passive, which makes you invulnerable to all clouds, including, might I add, mutagenic clouds. Excuse me. So that's pretty cool, I guess. And that's about it. I don't... Oh, I think there might be one of Guardian Spirit. Oh, look at that. Look at that Zap value. That's pretty good. Ruined Hunting Sling, I'll take it. +1 Hunting Sling of Flaming? Sure, why not? Again, I don't really intend to use slings the entire game, but I'm just using it now because it's really strong early game, and Zap is kind of poop. We'll memorize a couple of spells here, just to get consistent with it. Swiftness, I guess Swiftness can be on C, that's fine. I don't really want to use Swiftness because it's been nerfed so badly. It now slows you when it finishes, compared to before when it just was permacasted. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right for me to use it. It's annoying in most cases to use. It can be used to escape enemies really easily, but you have to be very careful about when to use it, because if you use it too early or too late, you'll end up being slowed, which is putting you in pretty much a worse position than before. Dagger of Venom is perfect for us. Definitely hold on to that. We actually can drop some of this other stuff too while we're at it, just for simplicity's sake. There's a Hep Altar here. I don't really want that. I want something like Vehemut, Sifmuna, or Ashen Zari. I actually haven't done an Ashen Zari run in a long time, so I might do that, actually. It just, I don't know, it seems right. This is Dungeon 3, so there's no chance of Temple being on this floor. This really makes me want to just skip it and then come back later. This whole big castle thing is just a lot of enemies, and I don't want to deal with that. It's the same idea that I use for depths clearing. If there's a really big floor, I'm just not going to bother. It's just a waste of time. So let's just grab some stuff. Hey, +1 helmet. There's a scroll up in that Hep altar, so I'm going to go ahead and look for it. The third upstairs. Probably not necessary, but hey, whatever. GG19's Amateur Merfolk Scald. Okay, that's probably bad for us. We probably can't deal with a Merfolk Scald. Depends on how weak they are. Okay, we got double shafted. We are pretty much 100% fucked at this point. Unless we get up a staircase really quick, or we find just no enemies that are really bad. That is just unfortunate. Gonna definitely pick up this Wand of Flame. It's gonna be a good power boost this early in the game. Probably not so much now that we have because we have the Great Sling. This sling is pretty amazing, so it's probably not as good, but still, it's fine. I mean, D6 is relatively okay. We can still mostly handle everything here. +2 pair of boots, sure. Wow, Smoking Nagabarding. Holy crap, Artifact Nagabarding. Haven't seen one of those in a very long time. It's probably been about 200-300 games since I've seen any Artifact Barding Naga. Okay. Thankfully we have Repel Missiles, otherwise that would have been extremely painful. Also ZC, no. Never mind. So Swiftness has -Swift, which makes us really slow. Right there. I showed you that the move delay was at 1.5. Okay, we're going to try to head up first. We don't want to be anywhere up near these floors just yet. We want to be taking on the stuff that we're good at taking on. Okay, this is probably bad. I'm just going to double zap him a couple of times, see if it does enough damage to kill him. Hey, it did. Nice. So, Merfolk Scalds are really crap early game. They kind of don't do much. So thankfully we were able to just abuse the fact that his character was pretty weak to kill him. Gonna pick up Airstrike, per the usual. I'm not sure if I should focus Air Magic just for Airstrike. I think it's not necessary. I don't know. It might be necessary. Who knows? Hey, Ring of Protection from Fire. That's a funny joke. Get it? Because... Oh my god. Okay, that was rough. Okay, so what happened there was random energy. He decided to just move and attack me at the same time. But because his attack speed was so slow, he lost a space in terms of time. So that's why we got that one tile gap, but he managed to hit us at the same time. It's kind of weird how this game works. It's very odd sometimes. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just based on a timing system. Every move, every action takes some delay. There's Ashen Zari. I said we were going to pick Ashen Zari even though we have a Vehemut altar here. It's mostly just because it's interesting. We'll curse on an item. We'll definitely curse this Propulsion Scarf on for sure. Because there's really no chance that we ever really want to replace that. Unless we have something that's insanely amazing. And if that's the case then, well, we'll be more than happy to just blow a free like I remove curse scroll. It's fine. Like if that's the case. So Ashen Zari, basically a support god, really doesn't have much in the way of buffs, I guess, if that makes sense. Mostly a god that gives you utilities. So a lot of vision, gives you aptitude, extra EXP on things that you've cursed. So if you curse, for example, a mace or something, then your mace's skill goes up by a certain amount if it's cursed on. Heavy armor gives you more armor, light armor gives you more dodging, etc., etc. Oh god. Okay, I'm just getting shot to death. This is very painful. I probably should have just charged him, to be honest. Yeah, okay, let's drink a potion here. Okay, this is really rough. Okay, well, we have no choice. Well, we kind of had a choice. But we got Berserk there, so we might as well just fight him. Berserk will make us really high damage anyway. That's a D5 alligator. Crocodile. That's really strong, I'm pretty sure. It's about 27 hit points, though. We could probably take it. Can we double zap him? If we can double zap him, it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Okay. That hurts still. Okay, gotta get in melee with the centaurs. They'll switch weapons because they're stupid. If you get in melee with them. They'll switch to their fists. And they'll try to punch you to death, even though they have a really good weapon right next to them. It's, their AI is kind of stupid in that regard. Thankfully, because if they weren't, they'd be so stupid. It'd be really frustrating. Got confused by that invisible thing. The invisible, wizard over there. That's fine, though. Gonna ID some potions. They're probably more important at this point. I need some really good, get me out of this trouble real quick, buttons. And I don't really have any of the scrolls. Mr. Frosty 167. It is a Merfolk Summoner of Rue. Probably not an incredibly challenging enemy, but not one that I want to fight right now. Mostly because air magic, not very high damage. Also not very good at dealing with enemies in general. Really, I don't know what air magic is good at. Gonna enchant this hunting sling because it's our ranged weapon and we can... It basically gives us extra damage this early in the game. Very important. Also, we don't really have a weapon that we care for. Okay, he's gonna be summoning stuff soon. I need to just back off. Ideal situation here is that we just get him before he summons too much stuff. Like that. That was beautiful. That was absolutely ideal, I think. I mean, at D5, you don't expect the Merfolk Summoner to really be doing much, but it's still a bit of an issue. If he summons, like, I don't know, a Hound and something else, then it just screws me over. Yeah, okay, cool. So, we have every single spell in the book now, the air book. It's not that impressive. Sorry, nothing we've got is particularly impressive right now. Oh my god. No, not the lag. Fuck. I don't know what spurs this lag on, but it just happens sometimes. Lightning Bolt's at 19%, so that's probably going to be good at some point. I hope so, anyway. Oh god, for God's sake. Ugh. Please. Oh my god. Alright, this lag is horrible. I will probably play a little bit more and then I'll either end the video or I'll switch to my phone data, depending on whether or not... I don't know, how long have we been recording? 28 minutes. Okay, well, did we unlag? Have we unlagged? No? Nope, definitely not. Okay. Whatever, who cares? We'll just try to grind through it for now. Oh crap, did I have something else I wanted to say? Oh right, you know what? We'll take a moment actually to talk about ogres because we got memed again. So ogres have been changed. Because we're lagging, I might as well just play slow and then talk about ogres. Ogres have been changed again, in terms of aptitudes. So now their axes is at 0 and their short blades and long blades are at -1. To promote weapon diversity. What? So now ogres are probably among the best classes races in the game because they have positive aptitudes and everything. I don't even ironically the only thing that's negative that I can think of is probably Maces and Flails. So this is a fun race to play, I guess. I don't know. Look, it's just so shit. What a dumb thing to do. It's just like, oh, sure, Mace and Flails +3 to -1. Let's make them good at weapons and magic, sure. All weapons. What the fuck is going on with the ogres now? It's just so weird. Like, I wonder if it's actually in trunk right now. I can actually check. Oh god, great lags. Is it? Here it is. Okay, so yeah. Ogres, where are they? Yeah, -1 to long blades, short blades, and maces and flails, and 0 to axes. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? The only thing they're not good at is really, unarmed combat, short blades, long blades, and maces and flails. Like, what the fuck is this? 0 and axes. I don't remember the last time an ogre has ever used an axe. Like, what the fuck? What? It's just so confusing. It's like, why? Why is this a thing? At all? Just makes no damn sense. I'm just, oh god. What a shit change. It makes no sense. It looks like the devs are absolutely hell-bent on just fucking whatever remnant of the ogre was. The charred remains of the ogre have now been just defiled constantly. Like, they're not even ogres at this point, really, if you think about it. They're just humans they're just fat humans, pretty much. So that's a cool change. That's a totally hip change, dude. I'm really, I don't know, dab on the haters, something. I don't know. It really just is hilarious how, like, completely out of touch this change is. I hope it was done in like as a meme and not as like a serious change, because that's just a really odd. Okay, why is my net good now? What the fuck? Alright, it instantly like got better. Like I could feel it the second I saw it. I felt that it got better. What the fuck? Oh, Ash and Zari already IDing the curse stuff. Bloody what a legend. What an absolute ripper of a guy. You know what I mean? You know, weirdly enough, in lore, Ash and Zari is a pretty weird fucker. Like that's an odd boy right there. I think he's like chained to the sky or some shit. Great. One problem. Oh, fuck. Alright. That's a 2-headed ogre. I think I can just acid him, actually. Nope. I can't acid him. Alright, we acided him. Alright, yeah. Can we double zap this guy in a way that doesn't kill us? Nope. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it. I tried to use Lightning Bolt there. It didn't actually do much. Lightning Bolt, unfortunately, is probably the worst bolt spell in the game. Actually, no, Venom Bolt is. It's super loud, and it's super inaccurate, and the only good thing about it is it can double zap, and it has a pretty good resistance niche, because not a lot of things are RLX. Okay, Acid Wand. Maybe hit a Static Discharge. Fuck! Are you, like, what? Are you kidding me? Really? One from the front, one from behind? Goddamn double trolls. Alright, well that was one of the uses of swiftness right there. I just used it to escape to the upstairs and then piss off over there. Okay, there's bees on this floor, that sucks, but we'll deal with it. Best way to deal with it is probably by stabbing them with venom and then walking back. Bees are actually really bad at dealing with poison, so if you just kind of stab them, like I'm doing to these yaks right here, you can kind of kill them by walking backwards. It's pretty effective. I mean, you still take hits because bees are faster than you, but, you know, it's whatever. It's all good. Alright, I'm actually not sure if I have already ID'd Reach. Fucking hell. That's another double-headed ogre on D9. Oh, wait, that's on D9. That's fine. Recharging. Okay, recharging hasn't been ID'd. I'm going to try to hope I get it here. Nope. Okay, that sucks. Whatever, it's fine. Can we curse anything on? I guess we'll curse the boots on. Ash and Zari likes it when we curse ourselves, so we get our piety gains faster, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh god, really? Holy shit. Static Discharge, maybe? Yeah, so we'll get more piety the more cursed we are. So we want to be cursing on as much as we can reasonably afford to do this early in the game, just to get that piety up a little bit. That was not good for us. Okay, thankfully Static Discharge just annihilated those things. I don't exactly know how Static Discharge works, other than it's like a melee It's sort of like a melee chain lightning, and it also hurts yourself sometimes as well, which makes it kind of meh. But it is okay. It's not horrible, especially because we are RLEC. The damage that we take is a lot less because we are RLEC in general. Can we confuse? Yes, nice. Get some free stabs in. Go stack the poison, and then just kind of hit him while he's confused. Whenever we confuse something, we want to be stabbing with the venom. Okay, so there's 2 orange crystal statues in the corners there. Possibly even 4, I don't know. But the Shield of Ignorance isn't amazing for us. Yeah, there's an orange crystal statue right there. Shield of Ignorance not amazing for us anyway. It's a large shield. It's also int -4. So it's kind of meh. The gloves are obviously tempting, but nah, we won't worry about it. Ice Blast Wand here. Probably going to pick that up. Good pickup. Don't need a second Confusion Wand, most likely. Recharging Scroll. Definitely going to go on the Acid Wand. Wands are really strong. You can use them early game to just kind of destroy stuff. Made a bit of a bold move there by walking right into the middle of those guys to Static Discharge, but the Addo was blocking me off and I didn't want to have to deal with that shit. Okay, this is probably a good place to also Acid, just because all these wargs are pretty dangerous anyway. Static Discharge, as you can see, pretty effective dealing with enemies. Okay, Static Discharge. Okay, we still take a lot of damage from them though. Yeah, Static Discharge a bit suicidal, but whatever, it's fine. Those are a bunch of Hellhounds. They actually can't hit us from this range because Zap is full screen. So we can just kind of stand here and let them... They can't cross the lava. That's the lair entrance. So we can just kind of stand here and let the corner of that lava block them off while we zap them to death. The AI doesn't know that it has to run around. We can guide it to run around by standing like in a way that lets it understand that we're here. Where is it going? Okay. Whatever. Okay, don't worry about that one. That was just a weird freak of nature. That yak was extra dumb. Nah, it was probably intended AI, to be honest, but hard to explain the mechanics there at play. Alright. Probably gonna have to Acid Wand this. Orc Warriors is very dangerous enemies. Maybe a Lightning Bolt. Okay, that sucks. Okay, just a Discharge will do. I know that sucks, but, you know, had no choice. That Orc Warrior does a lot of damage. Orc Warriors in general just suck. Alright, we got cornered in by a Sky Beast, but that's fine. They're not that dangerous. Just run away. I'm gonna Swiftness here. Just get a bit of space, go upstairs and heal. I am a bit scared of going upstairs while slowed, but, you know, it's better than being down here while slowed. But not much better. I don't know. It's kind of a weird argument, because if you go upstairs and there's something there, you can't run away from it. You have to teleport anyway. But I guess that's a niche case compared to the regular case where you just rest up to full. Okay, we need to run here a little bit. Man, Static Discharge actually doing pretty good work. Surprisingly. The last times I've used it... Oh, that was on a Tengu though, so it was kind of garbage, yeah. That makes sense. Didn't have any health anyway. Just gonna walk away from this area. I don't really want to deal with it. And we'll go to lair now. Kill this Orc Warrior there. There we go. Great. Alright, so that was a pretty ignoble start to the Greaterplayer run, Season 3, but hey, that's the joy of doing this kind of run. Ideally I have no real pressure on me to win in the quickest possible or most reproducible way. I'll just do it the way I do it. That is a ring that I didn't realize I had. It's RC and Teleport, which are 2 instant killers, so I'm just going to put it down. I know it's in +8, I know it's Seed Invis, I don't care. That's not worth it. Random Telly is just awful. And RC minus is also really bad, so nah. As good as that is for this character, it's also not worth it. But yeah, the Greaterplayer run is gonna start again, I guess. Like I said, this one's not really as serious or as directed as the other one, the second Greaterplayer run was. It's mostly just gonna be me, you know, eventually going towards my eventually going towards the Greaterplayer run. Kind of like the first video, the first run, where I just sort of did it whenever I felt like it. This is going to be the same thing. It's just going to be random, but slightly more, like, a little bit more, I guess, segmented than the Roulette crawl, which was just straight up all randoms. Didn't matter if I won or lost. I just did it in one long continuous stream. Here I'll be doing it like a little bit more structured, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the rules for this run should be. If I should have to reroll, or if I should have to play the same thing until I win. Because I really don't know what the more enjoyable one would be. And also I don't know how the hell I'm going to be naming these runs. So I'll probably be naming this one like on an interim basis. Sorry, I'll be like naming this one temporarily, and then I'll probably change it if I see. I might just put this one in roulette crawl in general. I don't know. Depends on how I want to do it. But I need some feedback. If you guys could lend me some, that'd be great. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Probably going to do a channel update by the end of this series, just so that I have everyone caught up to date. But we'll have to see. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.